What's going on, everyone? The rules here. You know, guys, I'm eating a fork right now, by the way. One thing I like about this country is that in this country I can drive a nice car and feel myself driving. Later. As you can guess, you probably guessed it right. The topic of today is American life, the pros and cons of living in the United States. The good thing is that you can work the job which doesn't require much skill, pays like not that much, and then you can still get yourself a nice car and have a nice life. It's not that hard. You don't even have to have education for that. I do, but I don't use it, but even if I wouldn't, I probably would be able to do what I'm doing right now. Of course, you have to know people, but not even that much. A comfortable life, this is the good thing about this country. Number two, driving here is actually safer than in Russia. Like in Russia, people can cut on the other side and come back. And it's really scary driving back home. But here we have freeways, so you can drive in a faster speed. You can drive faster, you can get where you want to be. That's like a plus. Yeah, it kind of gets that people follow the laws. It's a good thing. Number three, I guess it's kind of safer in a way, even though people seem like pussies sometimes, but at the same time, no people outside, it can be both good and bad. Good thing, seems like it's a safer place, even though I was not really beaten much in even back home, but not too many people gonna steal things from you or beat you up. That kind of thing doesn't happen even as often in St. Petersburg. But on the flip side, and now I'm gonna get to the bad parts, where I think Russian life is better. In Russia, like, it's more fun, okay? If you can do more, you can drink outside, and then everything is close. Like if you're gonna go to the store, you can just walk there, buy yourself some food. Here in the United States, you have to drive a while. More things to do, you know. Your friends live nearby, you can just walk 5-10 minutes, hang out with a friend, drink, talk. Then friends gonna hang out with you just for no reason. And here it happens too, but just not as much. Like in Russia, it's kind of easier to find yourself some friends. Then also people are not easily offended over there. You can just talk to shit, they're just gonna talk shit back. And you know, nobody's gonna get easily offended over stupid shit. Like in America people do. Then people here are very like, there's political correctness here. People are never angry, which doesn't make sense to me. Like on one hand, it can be good, but on the other hand it's not, because people are kind of passive aggressive. They may be pissed at you, but they're not gonna show it, because it's not, you know, it's against American culture to show your true feelings through emotions. People just gonna be like, oh, thank you very much, goodbye. And not gonna just talk to you. Versus in Russia, you know, you talk back, and you can get into the argument, you talk shit about each other. Sometimes people just talk shit about each other playfully, they're not being serious. Versus in America, I feel like people can get like more easily offended over things. People in Russia wouldn't get offended as much. And that's definitely a negative thing towards American society, in my opinion. I don't really like that particular fact. People are generally nice, they act nice, but when it comes to being friends, I feel like it's a little tougher in a way. But again, we didn't have that many friends either, but I still feel like it's actually easier in Russia to make friends than in the United States, for me. Again, it's probably a cultural thing in some ways. In some ways personality, but it's tougher in a way. It's because, you know, I was immersed in Russian culture. I had what thing I can, music, TV shows. In America it's just different. Besides, another thing about Americans, they're always busy, they're always on the move. They don't have time for anything. And if they do, they want to be with people like them, whom they used to be friends with from childhood. And here they get like this person in his late 20s and their late 20s themselves, a 30-year-old. They don't have time for new friends, especially friends from abroad, because they may be a little bit different. I'm not talking about like psychologically, but even behavior and stuff. I'm talking about the way they relate to each other, background, interests. So it's kind of harder because there's not much talk about, like even they're talking about Browns, football or whatever, and I'm here like talking about Russian music, for example, and they like never even heard nothing like that. So it's just boring sometimes, like I said, but it's alright. I just work. It's like, you know, it's like work, do, get money and do what you do. You just have to tough it up and just work. All the best to you guys. Later.